looks like shit in there. Welcome to the standard engine that's about to get built. My humble abode. I wonder if we should give people a rundown on like how much of a mission it's been to get nowhere.
Probably. See you over there.
Must annoy Dad, usually just sleep, but today must annoy Dad, make noises so I can get on the YouTube. Shout out, Big C Records. Yeah, so hey, I'm Remy, this is TT, media person, and the person you always hear go behind the camera, and I have to edit it out. We're going to talk about my Rexy today. Today's here to ask me questions, maybe questions that you guys might be thinking, and then I'm going to answer them, and then so you guys understand everything that's been going on.
So you got your car painted, and I thought you did something to just get it over and done quick smart. What happened there?
So we got the car painted, it was meant to be back on the road, and then I did 100 kilometres in it and it blew up, done the head gasket. So I looked up and found a STI engine, gearbox, diffs, axles, ECU, wiring, brakes, a whole lot, online for $7,500. It seemed like a deal. And then, so I bought that, paid for it, and never got it. It was a scam. So then I contacted the bank, and they told me to contact the police, and then I got the runaround from the cops. They just basically ended up saying that they want nothing to do with it, it's not worth their time. And then the bank sent me a letter saying that they can't help me either. So I lost that $7,500 that was gone. That was straight out of the WRX fund, and then we had to start again.
Didn't the bank try to help you a few weeks later?
Yeah, so I got...
So generously?
I started a new business and opened a PayPal account. And PayPal, I think, either put or take 7 cents out of your bank. I think they put 7 cents in your bank. I don't think they take anything.
Right.
And then so the bank locked that, my whole, like, all my banks, even different businesses, all my accounts are in the same bank. So they locked everything so that they could check out why someone had done that into my account when it was clearly PayPal. So then they made this big thing about it, like, oh yeah, we're just like out to help people and we don't want people to get scammed because there's so much scamming going on. And I was just like, oh, that's beautiful, you know, like you're all worried about 7 cents, but $7,500, and it's like, oh shit, not helping you there.
Oh, I don't know where it's gone.
Yeah, what? I'm just paying for the person on the phone to tell me that they were helping me to not help me. Yeah. So, dog guns.
So, what did you figure you'd do after that?
So after that, I went and bought a 2010, just popped up, and just another Remy move, just like, oh, this will be sick. I bought a 2010 STI to do the conversion on. And then when I got it in, I figured out a couple things. Everyone said don't use the 2.5 litre, they're shit compared to the 2 litres. And then that didn't matter in the end anyway, because I had a fucking hole in the engine.
Sick.
Yeah, so that was awesome. So I went to check the oil and there was no oil. And then so we ended up trying to utilise that, because that car cost me like $7,000 or something. So we got the seats out of it, the pedal box, and the steering wheel.
Seats?
Yeah, I said that. And we put that in the video before the last video, I think. That's on the YouTube channel. You can check that out. So then that was a bust. So therefore we're already $14,500 into my engine build, and I have a blown up engine still.
Yeah, squat.
Yeah, squat. Nothing's fucking happened. I'm $14,500 in, and I've got my fucking blown up engine.
Right. Lovely.
And then... And there's more! And wait! There's more! So then I bought a white STI or WRX, I'm not really sure. It's got the STI brakes on it and it's got no fucking badges. Whatever. That was like another 6 or 7 grand. So I bought that, got that down here, and then checked the oil, and the oil's milky. So the engine's no fucking good to me anyway. So now I am like, what, $21,000 or thereabouts into my engine build. And I still have a fucking blown up engine. So originally, I took it to, when it first blew up, I took it to Dave Timblake. And he said it's going to be like 30 grand to build this engine. Like, it's going to cost fucking heaps of money.
Like, I don't know, I think I've got other options.
Yeah, like, I'm like 30 grand, I'll fucking own a Wreckers. I'll just like get a car or like buy a conversion and like do it on the down low. So like now we're like basically at that, and I still have
nothing.
Yeah, my fucking standard engine.
So
that's where this has been going this year. So my little Rexy that's meant to be just my putt, you know, a bit of a toy, is costing me fucking bank, and it's not been great. So if any of you guys need Rexy parts, I have fucking like 4 or 5 Rexys here for bits, and buy my shit so that I can keep fucking building this thing. We're replacing the sway bar, which is this bit here.
Right.
That's fairly straightforward. Bolt it, swap it out. But those bushes are all for like that bush there. There's a ball joint there. That big bush at the back. And then I think there's all bushes to re-bush the back of it as well. But like those, you got to take this arm out and then like press them out.
Right.
What do you think?
I think just the sway bar.
Just the bars, the front ring. Oh, we got to undo these fucking things. Hopefully that's nut. So we'll take that off, undo that, then we can undo the sway bar, drop them out, bolt the other sway bar in, put it back together, and then do the back, and then put the bushes in the passenger seat. Be like, oh, you guys are building my engine, and you have a hoist, and thanks. 12, it's a fucking jet car. So for anyone that works on cars, if it's Holden, it'll be a 13. If it's jet car, it's going to be 12. Just FYI.
Right.
Right, so to replace the front sway bar, we have to take off. Oh, what the fuck?
I couldn't get face.
Why did I wash the car first? Right, so to replace the sway bar, we need to take off this like brace so that we can actually drop the bar out. So there's 4 12mm bolts there. I'm not sure whether we have to hold this nut that's on top, we'll see. And then there's 2 12mm bolt there and a 12mm bolt there, and the sway bar will be loose, and then we need to take out these pins like this bolt here to drop the link pin out, because I bought different link pins as well, so we're going to swap that all out.
Okay.
Right, sweet. No, yeah, so we have to hold the top of those. It's a great time. Yeah, steady. I am so attractive. No, I'm gonna hold that nuts. Some cars they'll be like welded on or whatever factory, but I'm not even sure what this brace does, but I guess it sort of just strengthens up the subframe so it doesn't flex. I feel like someone's had this out before.
Probably.
Probably not, to be honest.
Do you want safety glasses?
No, she's OG, bro. Oh, good, because of G. I'll loosen that, but I won't take them out yet. I want to take this bolt out here, which is also a 12. So it's super easy to fucking do this because they're all the same bolts.
Right, that's handy.
I wonder if I need to reuse those bolts or whether they give me bolts. We'll see.
Don't fill them out.
So that's done, that's done, that's done. That was intense.
Oh gosh. Watch yourself.
That's it. So we just have to figure out which one of these is the front and which one of these is the rear. I'm gonna go with that one being the front, maybe. Bush, sway bar. So we'll slide underneath here and we'll put that in place. Never hurts to make sure you put the right bolt in the hole. Also, just a good tip for those people out there. Handy to use the same bolt that come out of the hole. Put back in the hole. Right, so I think this must sit up like that, and then I've just got to like apparently figure out myself which sway bar links I need. And then I'm a bit confused about, because like on the reading it says the closer the hole is to the mount of the sway bar, the stiffer the ride will be, except these ones are horizontal. Looks a little face. Hello, cat.
Don't threaten me.
Photo bomb.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's not a bad time trying to get this together, but it turns out why. Someone probably jacked off this sway bar.
No.
At some point. And bent it all. So.
Lovely. Gotta love people that don't know where to jack off.
Yeah, it's true. People in the bus.
People do in the bus?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, is that right, that sentence?
So they're all loosely bolted. I think I'll put the other side on and then bolt everything up. I can fucking scratch my new bit.
No.
Pretty painted. Scratch here. Right, so, but this thing, I've put that in the wrong way. So I was wondering why that like didn't sit very flush.
Right.
That bush is actually meant to be there, and that bush is meant to be there, because this one's actually, that one's slightly narrower than this bush.
Right.
Because it needs to be slightly narrower to fit in that.
And it. Come on. Yeah. Going on there. A bit closer yet. So what are we doing? We're bending it a little bit?
Bending it because someone needed to jack that up, or it could have even been driven on something.
Right.
Push this up, which therefore, like, this bush can't spin.
Being tripped on.
Huh?
Being tripped on.
Not true.
Right.
I just want to open these up just a little bit to make it a bit easier to slide the bush in.
Right.
Because once you do it back up, it'll put back in. But that should. Washer. End of nut. And the gun. I don't know if I can fit the gun up in there, to be honest. Oh, it's on the socket anyway. Cheer, bro. Cheer, bro. Cheer, bro. Definitely school. Hold up. Where is it? I want to do that on that side. I'm definitely not doing that.
It's helpful.
Yeah. Just scratch my new bit. Totally demo. Didn't even make it on the road. I scratched. What's Waymo? Isn't it factory?
I saw your video.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got out.
Yeah. Shit. Puts the brace back on. Man, this is going to sit in the driveway so much more stable now. Wind's not going to even move it.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, like in these cars you put bigger sway bars in them because you want to like firm up the ride and shit, but then in a four drive you take a sway bar out.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's done up, 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 that's scratched, very good. Alright, let's move on to the back one. Tool pick up. Cool, cool.
Correction.
Just needs some love. Just needs some bad boosh. Yeah, I'll just be like, look, if you have time, you can fit the bushes. Same as the front sway bar. Just it's at the back of it.
Different shape.
Yeah, it's a slightly different shape, but as far as like how to fit it, just same deal. Undo the link pins. Come on, bro. Yay! Just forgot what I was doing.
Yeah, there's a bit of a pause.
Yeah. Short term memory loss. Fantastic. Just like, why am I me?
Bit of dissociating.
Whose car is this? Why is she filming me? Why is it so tight? Red's probably fingered.
Yeah. I was thinking. Which is not good because we have to use this one.
Yeah. It's not ideal. Yeah, that fucking nut's fucked. With any luck. That nut is fucked. I don't know whether you can like see in there at all. This is alright, it's got some fucking weird shit on it. Might be able to throw a tap on that, or a die. Tap or die, I can't remember which one it's called, but I'll just clean up that thread and then hopefully I've got another nut because I'm not reusing that nut. That nut's fucked.
Let's not do this again.
Hey. Saturday. Hey, it is Saturday. Oh. Well, at least it's only the one. That one nut. It's fine. So we're gonna fix that. Those should be fine. I don't think those pushes are any different sizes. Put one at the cart. And then we want to fix this bolt. Like that. Under the cart. That's why it says open this side.
So I wasn't really before
Yeah.
it.
Every 10 years you gotta redo that, you know? Maintenance.
Ding.
Oh, those fucking things fall out. Right, so. With any luck, this is the one we need.
Right.
Probably not.
No.
What is it? M10125. Might as well just check it properly, eh? And then just get the right tool.
Yeah.
So, we want. Fairly sure it's metric.
Hmm.
That's a 125 there, so. So yeah, it is 125. It's just whether it's that. Now you gotta put this on the right way. So the thread's tapered at that end. It's full thread that end, so let's go this way. You do not want to fuck this up either. Keep it well lubricated, because if metal's ripping against metal, it's going to fuck the thread. It's good to go backwards and forwards every now and then because it just clears the thread out, because that's what's got holes and shit.
Right.
Yeah, the first part of that thread was it's threaded nice now. It's whether we have another 14mm nut to fit that. 14mm's like not common. Well, probably is for chap cars. So, thread looks beautiful. Now we're going to have a look at our nuts and bolts over here. I might have a new one, we'll see. Still too small. It's important to have nuts and bolts laying around. I thought these are all going to be 13s. Let's put 15. Might try and see if I've got a new one. Oh, it's too thick. Oh,
Hey.
mate, bloody.
Bloody beautiful.
I'm afraid to give it a little bit more love. If you ever do anything and the thread doesn't feel right, you're much better off cleaning the thread up and then putting it back together. I find, like, especially if you're fitting like a diff or something like that. If you, like a Commodore diff for instance, those are the bolts are so fucking tight because they're all factory Loctite. So you get it out, pull the diff apart, tap the holes, re-tap them, clean it out, and then put them back with new Loctite, and you can basically just do the whole fucking thing up with your fingers, whereas some people be underneath there, oh, it's so fucking hard to do up.
Yeah.
You can make your job a lot easier. It's more work, but it's easier.
Yeah.
Make a sense?
Make it a sense.
Make it a sense to me, make it a sense to you, make it a sense to everyone. Who want a pizza? Maybe because it's like trying to fight against that angle. I think that's threading in that. Alright. Lines up fucking heaps better. Some boldy. Jack my car up in bad spots. Probably Jason. I was thinking Jason.
What sort of joke?
I was really looking forward to having the STI engine because the STI engines these are red, and then they got a cool intercooler. I guess the silver intercooler has STI written on it. You really need that little chrome nuts or something.
So what's the go with these? What do they do?
So strut bars are all about like resetting the geometry of the car, so that when you go around corners you can go really quick. Actually, I have no fucking idea, but it's shiny and it looks really cool. I don't even know what geometry means. I think it's got. They were talking about geometry when they were setting up the suspension in my Colorado the other day, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
Geometry's like
angles,
maths and angles. Maths is my weakest thing, so I don't know.
I never understood why Subaru just like paint the engine. I don't know. I don't think the new cars are like that, but the old cars, all the engine bays are just like flat. Whatever colour the car is, the car's flat. No, I painted my car, yeah, but factory it's glossy and then it's like a different colour. So
Right.
It's like, oh, you'll just get like a flat medium colour, and then that way if we paint it this or whatever, it's like no big deal. What's those sizes? It's different wrong.
Skilled mechanic right here.
Hey, you just guess spanner sizes off the top of your head? Well, I used to be able to. But
No, I take like 3 tries. I'm like, oh, that works.
is that going to be this? That'll be a 15, I reckon. They're meant to, these bars though, are meant to like stop your car flexing.
Right.
So like when you go around a corner really quickly, like that's why you have the bottom one and then the top one, like an upgraded one. It stops the car from like, makes the car more rigid. People even put them like across the back floor pan and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I always thought it was like if you got in a crash, then it would like protect your motor from like squishing.
No. In Commodores, right? So that's not right. In Commodores, this bit here splits
Right.
off the car. So people put them in the Commodores to stop them splitting. Like I reckon when you're driving too hard, it like the car just can't handle the flex.
Right.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. You got it,
She. I'm recording again. Okay, later. What's going on here?
They're definitely going to be like, why did you put this in?
It's not hard, I guess.
No. Well, once you set up all this stuff, you just literally undo those bolts and then you just take it off. Like, they'll probably readjust it because they'll be like, you didn't even adjust it properly, you've just sat it on there and done it up. Like,
Pretty much.
Mad vibes.
Bad vibes.
Oh, rude. So this is how you fit A sway bar. A strut bar. This is not a sway bar.
I was like,
Sway bar's under the car. This is a strut bar because it's on the struts. Mechanicking 101.
Mechanicking.
Jeez, I wonder how these things go with the STI. Because the STI intercooler's bigger, but maybe it's like lower or something. Hold on, my boot.
You need a broom to hold.
Yeah.
Could you use this squeegee thing?
I'm gonna want this one. This big finger.
The squeegee thing work?
Yeah. I was telling Dan about how my exhaust fell apart. And I just like forgot that it's in the back of the car. So there's my muffler. I was driving along with my brother.
What? That stuff?
Yeah, that's the internals of here. If you look in there with the camera. Me and Jai were cruising along thinking we were fucking mad cunts. And like everyone was staring at us and that. And I was like, fuck yeah, looking at my car because it's so tough. And then we get out at the bottle shop and we're like walking away. And I turn around and look back and the fucking like that plank's hanging out like that far. It was like boosted. I was like, what? And it just sounded really funny. It's like it like boosted and then went muffled. And I was like, the fuck? And that's like when it must have just like shoved it all there.
Right.
I know it's fucked. That's why like we're gonna use the exhaust off that other one.
That's not good.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibes.
It's important when assembling anything that you push people
Hit tomato with it.
They come up and then this slides under that bracket.
The car's moving.
Bad boot vibes. I need to put my handbrake back on. Cheers, bro. If anyone's watching and happens to wreck or have parts for this, for a GF8 or a GC8, I'm sure they'll be the same. I need a driver's door trim. This one is fingered. And I've had quite a few of these and they're all fucked, so. I'm sick of that door trim. Like, I'm gonna get the trim redone anyway, but kind of like sick of spending money. Kind of want to drive my car. Right. It's fun to be like back to when it's like little projects. It's like, oh, you can just like do this and then do that. You don't have to be like, oh, I spent 50 grand on my Rexy in here. Oh yeah, right. Okay. Very good.
So yeah. Usually, if it doesn't want to come out, that's when we gotta start your pump too.
Alright, settle down. Fucking Sadhguru.
It wasn't for you. It was for other people.
Yeah, well, fuck you, still.
But
Huh? The fuck?
is it like a weird shape? What the fuck is that?
Is that not meant to go? Maybe it goes this way?
Oh yeah, that probably makes sense. Yeah, to get around that thing? No?
No. I'll do this and sit them, and then that way all I gotta do is like chop the corner off that car bit. Because I don't really want to chop this. It's coming up, man. Yeah, check yourself. See where that paycheck comes from, bro.
Huh?
Alright, so.
You good?
I'm a little bit concerned, to be honest. Like, that seems like that's sort of how it wants to go. I'll grab the bar and sit it in between. If it is, I'm gonna have to figure something out.
Just ding it. It's in the way.
A little bit of an oversight.
Back.
I'm not sure which way this is meant to go. I guess like it would probably make sense for it to like fuck you.
It makes sense for it to fuck you.
Yeah. Like for it to be like the same as the front, so like it could be like that. So I guess I'm gonna have to mark those and then like cut those fucking speaker mounts.
Right.
Hopefully I can literally just like cut that speaker mount. I don't have to like bash anything down.
Yeah.
So there we go. I'll mark it down. So you guys will need to cut off marked section of car. Mad vibes. Just be careful when you're cutting inside a car that you don't get sparks on the glass. La, 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 la. I could just make my own music. La, 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 boom, boom, boom. Motherfuckers didn't even put my plugs back in my bumper. Like, did Vegas he's like, nah, fuck Remy. Like, we're gonna be taking this rear bar off again anyway.
Safety glasses?
Yeah, probs. Good idea. Looks good. Right, we'll pull it out. Pull that back out, and then you just want to give where you cut a little paint. Do we have any red? Gloss black. It's pretty close to red. Because you don't want shit to rust. Here like that. That. One there. Oh mate, fucking guess that. Whoop whoop. Pretty bitchin'. The world of YouTube, please let me know. I guess I can have some of that or something. It's not ideal for like once they build the actual boot install, but let the people figure that out. It might be me able to make a new box that goes up behind the back seat.
Yeah.
Send it to that Rinksy guy. That'd be kind of cool actually, like, because like it's got to be the same specs though. That's the only thing. But they could always build like a box and then build a box around it.
Yeah.
I reckon that fucking thing in the back there. Like you could even put it off to one side, build a box the whole side, put it off to one side, and then have like a compartment or something. On the other side, and build it out of the same stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So that's it for today, because we sort of hit a bit of a snag doing the sway bar. One of the bolt suspension arms is actually bent, so we can't get the sway bar link to bolt up to the new sway bar, so we'll have to get a new arm, and then we finish that off. We also need to redo all the bushes underneath it and stuff, so we'll probably do that next time. We'll just run out of time today because it's going off to get the engine built next week, so sort of just needed to finish it up. And yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.